I got fluent in Spanish at 13, and now I'm 16 and aiming for native level fluency. And this is the speaking exercise that I'm using.
I tweaked the exercise into what I call narrate, elaborate, contemplate. And it involves the same idea. When we don't know how to say something, we find out how to say it, and then we say it. Now, all this means is we need to speak Spanish, and then when we don't understand, we try to understand, and then we go back to speaking Spanish. And this ladder, I call it the SIR ladder. It is literally just that. Speak, understand, repeat. And that is like the ladder. Essentially, it is to speak, understand, and repeat. And realistically, any exercise that does that, speak, understand, repeat, will train the speaking ability really well. That is what language lords did. I just like to do it using this framework I call narrate, elaborate, contemplate. So first step is to narrate. This is where you narrate possibly a story, something that happened recently, something that you want to happen. To narrate is like to report, to sort of tell someone about, right? To narrate it. Usually it can be a story. A story I find is really good. It could also be an explanation, you know, it could be an explanation of something that you like to do, okay? Or something that you've done or anything like that. So first, it's a narration of something. So an example would be, I'm trying to become a barber, so I've been going on YouTube to find different tutorials and different clippers that I could buy. That, except you want to say it in Spanish, of course, okay? Now let's say I didn't know how to say the word barber. Then, as you're speaking, you would pause, and then you go on an app called DeepL, and that is an app where it's essentially a translator. And you translate it, essentially, how to say barber, and you'll find different words for it. Just pick any word pretty much, and boom, then you'll say that. Quiero ser barber. Then the next step is to elaborate. So, I want to become a barber in order to make money, okay? And I will use this money for this. Or I want to become a barber because I want to help my friends. And then you essentially give more details, okay? Elaborate. Which clippers are you going to buy? Essentially, question yourself when it comes to details. The last step is to contemplate, and that is sort of question the entire thing. And this is where, this is more advanced when it comes to speaking. This is what more advanced people will do. When you're in a conversation and someone questions you, that is like the more high level sort of levels of argumenting. Even in English, the highest level of speaking is usually these debates where people are questioning people's thinking methods and these more advanced levels of thinking. And so I like to do that on myself by replicating that and doing that exact same thing by questioning myself. So you contemplate, okay, well, why do I really want to become a barber? Is it worth it? What are the pros and cons? You know, it's about reasoning. It's about continuing and giving even more detail.
If you like this type of content and you want to see more, then check out my YouTube channel.